something real quick. Okay. Alright, so, yeah, it's been a year since I beat The Lost Existence. Fucking wild to think about. That felt like it was... Yes, the idea of me even having an extreme completed feels a bit foreign to me, but I've apparently had one for over a year now, and apparently now I have fucking 12 of them. Hello, space, hello, Dave. Of course, Dave types... Okay, I should have expected that. Basically, I don't want to monologue here too much, but fucking hell, it feels strange. I mean, first off, seeing this, I was like, ignore the fact I never completed a full practice run level. We don't need to talk about that. But yeah, it's been a year since I beat this level. Doesn't feel real. I'm just gonna do a press. I won't do much. I'm just gonna be revisiting the level, maybe getting a few runs, and maybe talking about the level itself, really, because there's a lot to say about this level and a lot about my experience, that's for sure. I guess let's talk about the gameplay for now. I mean, the first couple of parts are quite chill for me. When I was first going for this level, I thought it was like, I think I found this level back in like 2019, quite shortly after it had just come out, and I was like, oh, this level gameplay is like actually kind of easy. Maybe I could beat this one day. And I was like, I always like occasionally played it from time to time. And like, oh yeah, this ball, I remember I used to struggle with this back then, because it's the first part that requires a little bit of skill, albeit not much. And I was like, it was like back when my hardest was like a fucking low-end easy demon, I think. And you know, this all felt like it was on the only possible extremes. So I was like, I really want to be an extreme, even though I didn't have like the logical process of like, maybe when my hardest is an easy demon, maybe I'm just not good enough for extremes yet. I remember this part used to look absolutely fucking terrifying to me when I first saw Sugar Level, because like I was like, oh, these gaps look so tight. I mean, now I know that actually they're quite fucking easy, but like back then it's impossible. Also, this part is speech bubble heaven. I've had so many like dumbass deaths here that it's like difficult to count. Player, be quiet. I didn't have a conversation here. My stream, fucker. But like, I always thought like, how's this extreme? I didn't understand at the time that the level isn't like as easy as it looks. This level just gradually gets harder the longer it goes in, and also I didn't realize how shit this level is, really. Disrespectful? Crap out. What a TNC. Oh yeah, this ship, I remember, was like the first part that really I began to have like difficulty with. Actually, at the time when I started going for this level, I wasn't really that ship disabled. Because at the time, I just generally sucked at the game, so ship wasn't, like, outstandingly bad. I mean, I was bad at it, sure, but I wasn't... Also, this wave right here looks free. I swear to God, it is, like, so much harder than it looks for me. I don't know why. I'm fucking wave carried, and I still think this part's, like, really inconsistent and difficult. Especially when I went for it when I was not nearly as good at the game mode. Stock, did you? Really? That's no space. But like... Oh yeah, this part right here, if you don't, like... This part was so difficult for a while. Like, it could not get consistent. And like... It eventually did for me. I found some strats. I think 2.2 slightly nerfed the part, actually. I think a few clicks just felt a bit easier. But this is a part that I struggled with for a while. Oh my god, this duel. Wait, okay. Okay, so this duel has one of the... This click. This fucking click is so obnoxiously difficult. It is the dumbest choke point of the whole level. It got nerfed on 2.2, I'm fairly sure. I don't want a VC, I want to play on my own. I am still on Project No Clip, yes. But... Like, this part was one of the biggest roadblocks. I could not get past it for so long. And, like, it is probably the worst choke point of the whole level, that click. There are individual parts that are more difficult. But that's not... Also, this ship is quite free. And this UFO, like, I hear everyone say that it's really hard. I should stop being bad. Okay, missed it. Not that missed it. No, we're removing that. But yeah, everyone says this part is impossible. I am not one of them. This part is really fucking easy. That being said, I've lost my click power for it like a year ago, so I don't actually know how to do this part right. Oh, never mind. I still got it. There we go. Yeah, it's difficult to learn. Oh, shut up about hard. But that part is like super difficult to learn. But like, trust me, it gets consistent. This part was almost difficult for me initially because of how difficult it was to learn. So this level's gameplay is so much easier to remember. The plot did really improve after this. Okay, this duel, I don't want to admit that this duel took me as long as it did to learn because I just could not figure out what to do here because like, basically you have to click late, like really late. And then you have the swing copter, which... I remember my friend Fire Teacher, he used to tell me all the time this swing copter was absolutely impossible and he could not do it. And I know some people who do find a swing copter impossible, but I don't know. I'm good at swing, so... I say I die there a million times right now. Okay, never mind. Maybe I'm an ass at swing. Okay, there. Oh, this part. This is actually probably my favorite part level gameplay-wise, in a weird way. It's so... If you're from Zero, which I was always getting to here... The nerves when you get here is so fucking ridiculous. Like, this level... Okay, even though I don't like the level that much, I can admit its atmosphere from Zero is fucking amazing. If it was balanced, well, it'd probably be actually fun, but it's not. This part's pretty straightforward, though. Oh, yeah. Here's a fun fact. Around here... I don't know where exactly... I think it was here, actually. Oh, I died. Fuck. Guys, I'm so good at the game. Hello, Dark Knight. Not Dark Knight, Dark King. Okay, see ya. Spawn in for a second. But this part right here was was my first really fire and fail because what happened here is that... Actually, I'll get out the clip. Get out the clip of what happened there. I should probably go by oldest. What was this one? Man, my aspect ratio was fucked back then. You can just see what happened for yourself. My game crashed. Yeah, that was fun. My game basically like... I wonder why I look like him. Almost like I was him. But... Yeah, basically. My game crashed. Well, not really. It like paused and froze and then kicked me on the level. And that was fucking devastating at the time. Although I think later that day I got 79. Was it that day or was it the next day? I always forget. But oh yeah, and here we have the second big choke point level after 42. This ball is stupidly difficult for some reason. Like in runs, it's fine. It's not that bad. But from 0, it is the most fucking difficult shit. Osama Bin bulking? I just saw that message, bro. You ain't hiding that. You ain't hiding that, bro. What the fuck? But yeah, you got this part. I had some embarrassing deaths here. There was one where okay, you know, you just like hold after that. There was one where I actually did this instead. And I don't know if I have the clip with it right now, but it was trash. Oh yeah, this ship is actually kind of difficult. And then you have what I would say is the second worst part of level. Not the worst. There's the part after this is even worse. This spider is so learny and just not consistent. It doesn't get very consistent. It is just fucking hard for some reason. And it is really unsatisfying. I died here so many times from 0. And for good reason, this part is fucking so hard. For like no reason. Also, I used to think this is the regular route I'm supposed to take, so and this part's a lot harder, because like I think the coin route is meant that. I don't actually bother to take the coin route, but yeah, I died there multiple times from 0 without realizing that was a coin route, which I don't care about coins. Oh, same bean jorking. Shut the fuck. Yeah, everything after here is fine. Then you have, after these little things, the worst part of level. This bit. The fucking forest bit. It's so bad. And I don't mean like it's the most difficult part of level. It is one of the most difficult, yes. In fact, that the ending doesn't really help it. But this part also just genuinely is shit. The hitboxes are so fucked. It's so inconsistent and difficult to see. It genuinely just sucks. Like, there's no way around it. This part is just terrible. And it being at the end of the level does not help it whatsoever. So this UFO is so dumb. After this, it's like mostly smooth sailing. If you get past this dash up, you're most likely to beat the level if you're not stupid. Oh, look, my friends. What if I am the grandpa who had the planes? You know, this wave part at the ending is quite easy. With that being said, I died. No, was it there? I think it was a click after that. Wait, it was like... Okay, apparently I'm ass. Goddamn. Yeah, I think it was right here I roughly died. But I got 93, and that made me shit myself almost. And that was like a pure nerve death, but... Yeah. This wave is easy, but it's so easily chokeable at the same time. So you gotta be careful if you're going from 0. And then... It's like mostly easy... Oh, never mind. It's mostly easy after here. Except for this click right here. That click, I died, Did you say terrorist? Terrorist? I'm a terrorist. Oh my god. Anyways, but... This... Yeah, that's where my worst fail was. 97. That was just pure nerves and me sucking ass of the game. Was I here, actually? I thought I was here. And after that, you just beat the level. When I beat this, I sounded like a robot when I reacted, probably because my mind had been so fucked by this level. But, yeah. Guess it's time to play some more, because this is the first time I played this level in a while, really. It's still a bit fresh to me, but I kind of remember most of the core gameplay. I still can't process the fact this was a year ago that I beat this. Like, it doesn't feel correct to me because this level took me 6 months. And like, also has to jump from what the time was a hard demon, now it's a medium demon. It really should be an easy demon if we're being honest with ourselves, but I still say jump from hard demon in most cases because it wasn't a medium demon at the time. Fire Temple was not medium demon when I beat it. Although it really should have been. But this level, not a good idea to jump this level. Why does that matter? But like, yeah, like it was this level I didn't even originally plan to jump to really when I first when I really went for it. which was at, I think, August or September of 2023. Which is actually gonna be 2 years ago soon. Which is a bit absurd to me, but... like, I was doing Subble. Not with the intention of jumping, but with the intention of just playing, because at the time I was going for a Forsaken Neon, and I was having just the worst luck with that level. I was not getting treated well. And I was like, I needed a break level to break it up, because I wasn't enjoying Forsaken Neon. I was getting my ass kicked by it. And that's how I found the Lost Existence. I was just like, oh, this level's like kind of a free extreme. I should give this one a try. And like, I didn't really understand at the time that how unbalanced this level was and why I'd actually found it to be quite difficult in retrospect. But like... What's it called? Oh shit, we're at somewhat far, not really far territory actually. I'd say far is like when you get past the 30 wave usually. Because again, that 30 wave is just way... Oh my god, that's a dumb debt. Is way more different. Yo, hey, Fire. Yeah, this is pure nostalgia. Even if I don't... Even maybe not good nostalgia. But yeah, basically, when I was going for this level, I didn't have the original plan of jumping to it. It was just as a break level. And then I started to enjoy this level a lot more than Forsaken Neon. And I decided, fuck Forsaken Neon. I'm just going to silently drop the level and go for this instead. In retrospect, that wasn't a smart decision on my end, because Forsaken Neon is both a lot better than this level and also a lot more doable. And like it was, I don't know, it was kind of just like, I started practicing it more and more, and then I eventually started going from zero. There wasn't that much to it. And then kind of the zero experience started, and like, originally from zero level was kind of fun. It was, I think, it was up until December of 2023 that it began to get quite annoying. I was horribly mind-blocked at 79 after I died there. And I couldn't get past that, really. I wasn't really sure why at the time. And it kind of started to annoy me. Then I got 79 again, which pissed me off. And I like... It was just getting annoying, and then I just began to realize that level just wasn't fun anymore. I started to really just get more of a... How do I say it? It felt like I wasn't playing level to actually enjoy it. It felt like I was doing it just to get it over with, and I just couldn't get it over with. I'm beginning to realize just how fucked the balancing level is. And... It started to really degrade my experience, which eventually led to my experience just becoming probably probably one of, if not my worst experience in GD. Like, playing level was absolutely brutal on me for a while. Oh shit, we're at the wave. Yeah. I can join later. But basically, like, it began to get more of a chore to play this, like, by the day. And it kind of just, I don't know, the level just became too insufferable, really, and it began to really, like, just degrade my mental state. I also wasn't in a good health state at the time, which put a lot of pressure, because at the time I was like, I probably will only have about a month left of being able to play GD before my health declines too much to play it. I eventually managed to kind of, I guess, push through my health and actually still play the game, but at the time it was really fucking difficult. I mean, it still is, but it's I've learned to, I guess, manage it a bit better. It was in general just a difficult time, really, when I was going for level, and the fact that it was just coinciding with not good times of my life didn't help. Another problem at the time was that I kind of overestimated my skill a lot, because The thing is, what I didn't understand is that I was able to get good runs on hard levels, but I could never... But what I didn't understand is that getting good runs doesn't mean you're actually good at the game. And I didn't understand it was also low levels I was getting good runs on, I was doing the easier parts, so it didn't actually mean anything. So at the time, I assumed I had a quite high skill level compared level, when in reality, it was quite a bit lower than this level at the time. I don't know, how did I die there? But it like I think me overestimating skill made it even worse because I thought, oh, I should beat this in like a month, but in actuality I was not at all mentally prepared or physically prepared. I mean, I never actually got into dedication for that. Before that I was a terribly dedicated player. I would drop shit constantly. And I think this level was like the first time with the level I really like locked in and actually decided to dedicate myself to beating it. I think a lot of it just because I got progress so fast and I was like, I can finish it off. I just need to like get to the finishing line. And it just, I think that in a way I was a bit egotistical about my skill when there really wasn't anything to be proud of my skill, because my skill time was just way lower than I thought it was. Although, in all fairness, a level taking me only 12 attempts to jump to from, you know, what consume jump I did was honestly not too bad. It still took me a while, although I also could only play like every couple of days for a while just because of my health declining, but I mean, it was just in general a difficult experience. I mean, eventually also pushed through after getting like a lot of bad ending fails. And yeah, I guess the rest is history, really. I beat that. I got a massive skill boost. Beat a second hardest, which was Psychosis, in literally a day after. It just, in general, it really was a thing I think that really started me actually trying to improve myself at GD, because like, I've been playing the game since late 2014, but I've never really tried to improve. And it's like this level was like the first level I really was like, I can actually do this. And I guess it kickstarted me just in general becoming more dedicated and pushing myself more, which eventually led to me kind of, I guess I did like kind of a reverse progression where like I went back to Heart Demons, tried to beat couple, then I kind of like gradually climbed my way back up. So I went from also I did Psychosis, then Future Funk, then I did Patootie 2, then I did Red World, then I did Kata, then I did Misty Mountains, and then after Misty I moved to where I live now. Misty was the last level I beat when I was living in my old house. And then immediately when I moved to my new house, I went for Blade of Justice because I'd been practicing it for a while. And then then I beat BOJ and then got fucking beat a ton of more extremes. And I guess now I'm here today being absolutely mind-fucked by incipients. You know, some things never change. I will always be getting mind-fucked and unlucky. It's just a GD experience, but I mean, it feels weird to go back to this level, really, because I was always like, I'm never going to play this level again. I can't stand this level. I want to leave this level behind, but I guess here I am playing it again after a year, really, of not playing it at all much. It's still I still don't know what my feelings are with this level, to be honest, because like I can't separate my experience from the level itself. I think the level itself has really good atmosphere, and I actually do like all the gameplay parts. Not this way. This way fucking sucks. I don't know why it sucks. It just does. Okay, why stop? Never mind. But it kind of, I say the level has so much like feeling for me because this is probably one of the levels I feel the closest to because of just how long I played it for. Even if nowadays I quite vocally think this level is shit, but I don't. Whenever I go back to, I don't hate it as much. I think because I think it might take some better at the game. Really, it doesn't feel as destructive mentally. I really did lose my existence. That is a real statement. I think that just I kind of think I don't think I can ever really have an experience like the Lost Existence again because I don't think I'll ever. Well, no, I think I'll jump again at some point. I think in my heart I just like jumping, even if I don't think it's actually a good form of progression whatsoever. I just like the feeling of jumping. I mean, although I wouldn't consider BOJ a jump personally, although my friends do consider it one. And although it wasn't a jump, it definitely felt like it was significantly harder than anything I'd played before. And I'm kind of glad That's it. I'm in a way glad I jumped this level, because I think that if I never jumped this level, I would have never gone where I am now. It really had a bunch of knock-on effects. This level is probably the most important level to me in all of GD that I've beaten. I mean, there are ones which have a lot of importance to me. I mean, mostly, obviously, like, Fire Temple does, because that's what I jumped from. GD 2 afterwards has a lot of importance to me. I mean, that was my second real grind after this level. Blade of Justice obviously has to have a lot. I mean, Blade of Justice is both my favorite level in the game and also my hardest, and it's quite a bit of a shock when I beat it. Red World has importance to me just because of it being my second game, and also the fact that it was such a fucking brutal experience. Kind of made me have to, it made me have to like kind of rethink how I'd play the game. Like I almost went into a fucking mental institution playing the level, dude. I find kind of strange how my first two extremes is also my two least favorites that I've beaten, but I'd actually say Corrosion is probably up there because Corrosion was like a really big block for me, so being able to get past it felt really good. I'd say Kingslayer might be up there just because I like Kingslayer a lot. But like even all of those, right? Like they're all important to me, but nothing can compare to the Lost Aces just because of just the significance it has to everything, really. Nothing that has happened with me in GD would have happened, I think, if it weren't for this level. This level I don't even like. Yeah, see, jumping from Money Landscape to AA. I don't think jumping to when you have only 8% is a good idea. 8% is not really indicative of level's difficulty, but I wish you good luck on that. Then again, though, I had a similar mentality with this level and I ended up completing it, so who knows. It's like the most I've yapped on any stream, I think, just because it's such a weird feeling to go back to this level and just play it, because it brings back so many memories, really. I don't think I'm ever gonna, again, I don't think I can ever have a level that's gonna be like the same kind of attachment that this level has given me. Quite frankly, I don't think anything can, because, I mean, also, this is still my longest experience I've ever taken on a level. I mean, there's levels that have taken me a long time. I mean, Booty 2 took me about a month or two. Incipient's taken me about a month and a half, I think. I don't know why Incipient's been such a block for me. I don't know why that level. Incipient's just apparently impossible. But the Lost Trash is a factual statement. That describes the level quite well. The Lost Trash, that says all about. But, like, even though I think this level is shit, I still can't separate it from myself. I don't know, this level has too much meaning to me after beating it. I think WL stands for Windy Landscape. That's my guess. Unless there's another level that is like abbreviated for WL and I do not know. Well, this level feels so much easier than I remember. Like, I don't know why. I don't know, probably just 'cause I'm better at the game ever since I completed it. That's better. It is very charming. The level is really charming, but it just isn't good gameplay wise. It would be good gameplay wise if it actually was competently balanced, but the level is just not, sadly. And I always get sad about that, because the level could have been one of my favorite levels in GD, really, if it was balanced, but it just isn't, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah. Again, though, I don't know how much of this level is my experience making me not like it, or my, or me just genuinely thinking the level's not good, because it's hard to tell, because the experience was so much for me. I will say, this level is some of the best, like, kind of emotional and atmospheric grip out of any level. I feel like I just have more emotional attachment to this level just because of, you know, the fact that I jumped to it, and I don't think any level can really take the place of all you jumped to when it comes to, like, how it feels to you. Like, there's never going to be a level like this for me until maybe I do another jump and it happens to be even bigger somehow. Which, who knows if I'll ever even beat a new Paradise, which I hope I will one day. I really want to get good at the game, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the whole level really has given me so much inspiration. I see I gave you inspiration. I think this whole level is just really creatively well made. I think this is... I mean, considering the level's object count of, like, only, I think, 31,000 objects, the level is very good deco-wise. I think it has some really cool parts. Besides the forest part, that part is, like, literally something you'd find in the recent tab, but... also has recent tab gameplay, but... I mean, everything else is kind of good. Again, this level is definitely... I think this level depends on if you like XLs and if you can tolerate unbalanced stuff. I personally am good at both of those, but this level's bouncing was just too unbalanced for me, so I couldn't enjoy it, sadly. I know a lot of people find this level quite boring, but I personally never really found it actually that boring from zero. I just found it annoying because I could never fucking get anywhere, because level was a mind block heaven, especially when you're at the later parts, which... The also since bouncing is just broken beyond belief. The thing is that with the lost instance, I think everyone agrees it's unbalanced, but nobody agrees which parts of the unbalanced ones. Everyone I know who's either beaten it or has progress on it has completely different opinions about the balancing. Everyone agrees it's unbalanced. Nobody agrees which parts are actually difficult. For example, I find the spider bit part difficult, while when I talk with Game in Life, he thinks it's, I think, one of the easier parts. Then people find the UFO part in the middle with, like, the boss fight difficult, even though for me it is probably one of the easiest parts and gets learned quite easily. And I'm not really sure why that. I think it's all because this level has just a very generalized skill set, but the whole level is easy gameplay. I don't know, that's my best guess. Then again, this level also made me struggle with some of my best game modes. I mean, the wave fight just coming up is one of the most difficult parts of the whole level in my... Yeah, see. It's... I forgot, this wave is just harder than it looks. Yeah, Jonathan has some really good effects. I think that... He's made some... I mean, he's in general some of my favorite creators in general. So, hello, Cyberduck. But, like... I don't know, I think that... I still think that, like, this level is, like, one of the most accessible extreme demons in the whole game. Because it really is just more of a dedication test than anything else. Because it has a very low object count. You can run it on almost every device. And also, it is, like, really... Its gameplay is quite easy, albeit some parts are a bit learny, but it's overall quite easy. I think that if you have to do a first extreme, if you can tolerate unbalancedness, I'd say this is one of the best extremes that anyone can do, really. Albeit, I think there's better options out there. I'd say Corrosion is actually a better... It's basically just... Corrosion is just the lost existence, but I feel like it has... It's 1.9 and it has all of its issues. Actually, no, it's nothing like the lost existence, albeit the fact that they're both really accessible. I just prefer Corrosion because Corrosion is, like, actually fun, even if I got unlucky with it. I agree, we do need more simpler levels that are more optimized. Personally, anyways, I just like those levels a lot. I mean, this level was made for Levolution, if anyone remembers what Levolution is, but... Which, let's be real here, nobody fucking does, but... It's like one of the only good Levolution... Well, not really good, so it's not good gameplay-wise, but deco-wise, it is one of, like, the best Levolution levels, I think. Like, most Evolution levels were kind of shit in retrospect. I feel like, as weird as this sounds, I feel like Levolution kind of was just made because Optical wanted an excuse to make worse levels. I know it sounds like really cynical to say, but it low-key felt like it back in the day. But, I think that might have just been me. I always liked Optical. These levels were not that, like, amazing. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that the issue a lot of people feel like, level needs to be cinematic masterpiece to be liked, I feel like, sometimes, and I kind of agree that it's a bit boring now. I don't know. To me, in general, I think that really over-the-top bombastic levels are just... They were cool, but they're kind of losing their steam for me, because the thing is about, like, realism levels, for example, realism levels were cool back in, like, 2.1, like, mid to late 2.1, because you couldn't... They were a lot more impressive. Very few people could make them. The problem is now, like, everyone's making realism, I feel like. There's so many realism creators. And the thing is that they're always really impressive, but they don't stick anymore because they're so, I guess, oversaturated? I don't know. I don't like using the word slop because it's usually just used kind of to avoid giving actual proper criticism, but in some cases it makes sense because I feel like a lot of stuff just feels a bit oversaturated. Like, all levels don't really try and go outside the box. Or like they feel like they play the rules very safe, which can make some good levels. But I feel like I always appreciate the more experimental GD levels personally, or ones that like don't really feel like they're any other level. And for me, I feel like it's always kind of like that. I think the level's just kind of nostalgic for me, but I don't know. I kind of think that in general, people need to stop, like... I feel like a lot of people also are like me. Also, I feel like sometimes they say shit just to... I feel like all it takes now, I feel like they're just bad to stand out. And I think that people like kind of get mad people like levels that are like conventionally liked. I've seen a lot of the time, and I'm like... I think that's a bit of an issue. I think that if a level is conventionally liked... doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that most people like it. Yeah, I agree. Levels focus too much on visuals and not on gameplay. That's probably why I like... Honestly, with the whole, like, visuals and, like, gameplay thing, I think a creator who balanced that, like, really well, albeit he didn't balance being a good fucking person, is Heinz. Because his levels both had a really cool color usage and decoration, but they also were genuinely some of the best levels in the game, gameplay-wise. It really sucks that he ended up being a fucking kid diddler because, like, he was one of my favorite creators, but I guess never meet your heroes. Although I never actually met Heinz. Actually, maybe there's a chance I do, because I used to live, like, I think it was fucking Dogs and he said he was, like, in Edinburgh or something, and I used to live quite close to Edinburgh, so who knows. Maybe I did, but hopefully not. But, you're also supposed to say Heinz? Yeah. I mean, I think in general, I think the problem is a lot of people like think that, oh, you like a conventionally liked level, that means that your take's like NPC or whatever. I don't agree with that. I think that a lot of conventionally liked levels are liked for a reason. It's because they're just generally good. But, I don't know. Not what that is. So I was playing some older 1.9 and definitely realized that the different. Yeah, you can tell the gameplay differences between them and modern levels. Some modern levels have like not by modern. I don't mean like modern style. I mean like levels from like let's just say 2.2 plus. Some of them are like really good gameplay wise also, but I think that the problem is I feel like they're too complicated sometimes. I feel like the simplicity of older what the wait, how did I die there? Wait, I think I was holding on my W key by accident. The simplicity of older levels is like really fun. I feel like Vlak honestly, I feel like does a lot of what Heinz did, but also does it quite well. Yeah, one of GDPS levels are like quite different, but like I think that for me, like I think a lot of levels that are just really fun are ones that just are quite simple. I mean, I still love complicated gameplay. I love fucking flow gameplay. I am the biggest asymmetrical duel lover also. I mean, if I didn't like asymmetrical duels, I don't think I would have liked Blade of Justice or any Laser Blitz level for that matter, or Manix level. But like, I think that sometimes it's better to be simple with a level, but I don't know. I think this level in general, I don't know, this level, I still think that it's like core gameplay is really fun. It's just, sorry, the Lost Existence has, the worst balancing ever. In my opinion, with the Lost Existence, getting 70 from 0 is easier than getting 70 to 100, genuinely. I always forget how fucking long this level is. This stream's been going on for over 40 minutes. It feels like it's been way shorter. Because like with this level, I feel like every attempt takes like quite a while. Because of its length. Actually, probably that's the main reason why I never got that high of an attempt count on this level. It's probably just because of the fact that, quite bluntly, the level... You kind of can't get that high of an attempt count because every attempt is going to be so long that, how do I say it? Like, it's kind of difficult to, like, make it a big attempt count because it takes just too long. And I didn't have very long sessions level in most cases. Most sessions were about 20 minutes to an hour. I in general just don't have that long sessions, I think. But, I don't know. Okay, that's dumb. That's just dumb. That's just dumb. Good job, me. Feels so strange revisiting this level, really. I don't think I ever got the chance to fully, like, process the fact that I beat this level because it was something I had to work on so much. Yeah, Kermal's has a vibe that I really like also. I've always liked Kermal's levels in general. Speaking of which, once I'm done with Incipient, I'm definitely going for fucking Heartbeat. Well, not immediately afterwards, like a bit afterwards. Heartbeat is so good, and then Falling Up also probably. I've just learned Heartbeat more, because Heartbeat's quite a bit easier than Falling Up, but... Yeah. But, like... I don't know, I don't know if, like... I don't know if other jumpers can relate to this, but, like, when you finish a jump... It doesn't really feel real. I mean, okay, Pixel, I'm asking you about this, Pixel. How did it feel when you fucking beat Kyoki? Did that ever, like, fully sink in? Because I can't imagine that actually fully sinking in. If I can't let it sink in after beating a fucking low-end extreme, and it's been, like, over a year since that, can't imagine how it fucking feels to be in the top 10 at the time and, like, I don't know. Kermal is also the kill me raising the most somehow. Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of Kermal levels are built to make you rage, I feel like. I really have the dream of, I have a dream of being like every Kermal level one day, but I'm not really good enough for that. Especially considering that also entails me beating, Low Death, Black Blizzard, and Exo. I like Black Blizzard a lot personally. Low Death I can't really comment on. Same with Exo, but those levels are like so intimidating. It doesn't sank in that. Even Solar Flare. Okay, with Solar Flare, that was, didn't you like beat that just like randomly? Cause like, I don't know. I remember when you were playing Solar Flare, that was obviously brutal for you though. But I feel like when you complete anything really hard, it doesn't really sink in. I was gonna try and do Low Death for April Fool's, but God, I wanted to break my... Damn. I don't even have an April Fool's level set up. Too lazy to do one. Probably gonna end stream soon just because I'm getting quite tired. But honestly, it just feels nice to revisit this level, even if I don't know. I just wanna. I don't know. It just feels nice to go back to this level. It also just feels strange that I can look at my video of that and it says 1 year ago, which I don't think that'll ever truly sink in for me. But I don't know. It feels weird that this is not sunk in for me, but like. And I have to remember that this is not even in my top 5 anymore. Like, I don't know. I mean, some of my Extreme Demon completions sunk in quite fast. I mean, Forbidden Isle is technically my 5th power, but I found that level really overrated, so when I beat it, it really didn't take that long to sink in. I feel like the one that really is just... I mean, I think it mainly just BOJ that I still can't process, because fucking hell, BOJ is so hard. How the fuck did I beat that? I still don't fully understand that, because it's so out of my skill level, but I managed to just get good enough that one time to be played to justice. But yeah. Anyways, I think I'm gonna... Oh yeah, proposal of down basis. I think I'm just gonna end stream now. But this is a good... It was nice to go back to this. Just a bit of a, I guess, retrospective. Not retrospective, but like... revisiting, I guess. But yeah, it feels just strange, really, that this is a year ago now. Does it say a year ago on the completion? Actually, let me check. I don't know if it does. What the fuck? Okay, I'm not gonna ask about that one. Yep. 1 year ago. This is kind of insane, honestly. Anyways, I'm gonna dip now. See ya.